Elaine 2 is the name for some rock music I did, and I'm going to criticize it, give it some musical criticism in my own special way. Angel Grouch is going to help me with this one. In the piece, there's lots of changes to the instruments. It starts off kind of strange, but it gets into the music as if the music was a kind of after party or after celebration, a pageant of last dances of the night, the last shebang. When I think of the word dance, it reminds me of a line in a poem: "The dance gay youths and maidens lead." Or it also reminds me of A Much Ado About Nothing at the very end, where one of the character says they'll be dancing afterward, and that's actually while they're dancing. He's talking about the couples will go back to their bedrooms and have a kind of dancing of their own. It's kind of like an epilogue or coda. There's concluding remarks of an after event, so that this music has kind of a similarity to an epigraph, maybe of Elegy in a Country Courtyard by Thomas Gray, or even a sense of an ending that's post um, in the Bible, where there's the Red Sea that comes down on the Egyptians. Um, it's after that rescue of the Israelites, where in the Torah, so they would be their like first wanderings in the wilderness, kind of that feeling in this song, kind of a relief that, oh, what a relief! We're being saved by God from our bondage in Egypt. So that there's this kind of gladness, but that's also a kind of gladness of a new spring season, a gladness of the May. Um, that the glad that the winter is over. There's also a Falstaffian kind of feeling that there's an end um, to war. Um, on the battlefield, he'd rather have life than an honorable death. So he says, "Give me life." That sense of an ending is important. Um, the future is open wide in this music. There's lots of hope in this music. A kind of compensation for the winter struggles and after joy, of joy, um, like after the after a kind of joy that you have that's high, kind of as a denouement, a leveling out. There's also a question that could be asked: what do we do now in the music? The music kind of asks that question. Um, Now is kind of like an idea of time. Nietzsche said about now, where we have a sense of things in the past were in and it was, we want to change to a thus I willed it. So it's our revenge against time, since time is kind of an enemy. And Emerson, who is one of Nietzsche's influences, says, "Other world, there's no other world. There's no hereafter. It's now that's the only fact." He might be wrong, actually, because my angels say there are 14 afterlives, charades being the one that I go to with them, that there is no hell for anybody. Um, these are my angels. The angel children I have with them um, are the ones who I channel when I play this music and all my music. Um, and they're the ones that actually come up with the musical ideas. Rilke said that every angel is terrible, but I don't believe that. That's not true since my 8 years of knowing my particular angels. Grouchy, I believe, is the one who's helping me with this, helped me with organize this outline for this musical criticism. So probably it just means that the idea of that every angel is terrible just means that to non-knowers of angels as separate others and othernesses, they might seem terrible, but they're not. There's a kind of earliness to this music, a kind of sense that the time frame is in the morning, so it's not a vesper. Vespers being in the nighttime music. It reminds me of Walt Whitman's idea of the sunrise, where he says he'll send like sunbeams out of himself, uh, or else the sun will kill him. And if it's a kind of wrestling, it's kind of like after when Jacob got his new name of Israel in the Bible, also in the Torah, after wrestling the anonymous angel all night to a standstill. After that, there's a sense of relief. He built a monument. He called it Peniel, or Diaphase, in the dawn. This is the morning time. So it had the same name as the city in which it was built, and he walked off with a limp because the angel actually broke his thigh. But that's how he got his blessing and how he's got his new name, Israel. All right, thank you.